And welcome to Genetics 311 Module 7, focusing on phylogenetic trees. So what is a phylogenetic tree? It is a branching diagram that shows the evolutionary relationship or lineage of various species, and it does so based off similarities or even differences between these species, or a lot of times it can use the DNA nucleotide sequence, find the differences, and then map the tree. So some definitions to know. Anagenesis is a species formation without branching of the line of descent. So this is species going throughout the same common ancestor and not diverging. Cladogenesis is species formation or new organism through evolutionary divergence. So the tree will then split into two different branches. OTUs is a definition to help define a group of closely related organisms that focuses on the taxonomy. A rooted tree is the earliest common known ancestor and it's the start of the divergence. So it is actually the beginning of the tree and the oldest point or species in the tree. Internal nodes are areas of divergence where two species separate from their ancestor. The MRCA is the most recent species that all of these groups have in common and are related to. And the outgroup is the lineage that falls outside the normal clade. So for our example, we are looking at screws and hardware. This is the lag bolt, full threading on a bolt. And so then it goes off into screws and nails. And this was the divergence of the screws then had flat bottoms, whereas the nails had pointed bottoms to help them go into wood or brick. So the nails is actually our outgroup, and it goes into a masonry nail, and it can continue to go off into deck nails. And the screws is our big clade that we are focusing on, and so it diverges through cladogenesis into metric and standard measurements. And this is just determining how the thread is organized. So in standard, they're organized based off inches in length, and the threading is based off either a 16x or a 5/16 or 3/16 fraction. And then the metric is based off centimeters and is usually designated with an M, so M6, M8, and that kind of thing. The metric then divulges into a flat head or a round head, and so this is just how well they sit in certain materials. So the flat head is very flat and it will sit above most materials, and then the round head produces a rounded effect that you often see on cars. And in the standard set, you have a set screw, and these actually do not have a head at all. They go fully into the wood or the metal that you're putting them into, and they actually have two slits in them so that you are able to get a screwdriver into it. And then it diverges into the hex head, and these are simply bolts that have a hexagon as a head so that it takes a more unique screwdriver to put them in to whatever material that you were putting them into. These are my references. Thank you so much.